Hello, Cancer. This is your reading, and this is the Awakened Jenn. All right, so today we're going to use the Lightworkers Oracle and the Lightseers Tarot. Okay. I'm going to set some intentions as I shuffle. So, my first intention is that anyone who needs to hear the messages of this reading will find it at the exact time that it's meant to be found for them. I set the intention that anyone who comes across this video will find a message in it for them. I set the intention that I will be given very clear messages. I will be given the right words, the right phrases, and anything that I need to make sure that I can communicate it as clearly and effectively as possible. And I set the intention that only the messages for our highest good will come out. Okay. And I haven't done the zodiac readings. I didn't do them through the holidays because it was just too busy, crazy. But I am trying to get back to it now. And I do want to say that if you have not already, please like and subscribe and share this video with anybody that you think it might be helpful to. And I do other videos throughout the week, so you can check back and see what else I have going on too. Whoops, I wasn't ready for that. Sorry. We're doing the oracle first. I'm sorry. Deep breath. Okay, so what message does Cancer need right now for their spiritual path? What message does Cancer need right now for their spiritual path? What message does Cancer need right now? Okay. We've got hold your center. Okay. And then we're going to pull a progression reading with the tarot. Past, present, future. All right. Cancer, past. Cancer, past. Cancer, past. These cards are definitely wanting to talk. All right, so we've got the wheel in the past. Present, Cancer, present. We have the Knight of Pentacles and future. We've got the Nine of Wands, reverse, reverse. So there's some resistance coming in, is what I'm seeing. All right. So we'll start with the oracle. Hold your center. Hold your center. Where are we at? 103. Have you been rushing out to meet others, trying to bend or accommodate to their needs at the expense of your own well-being and inner peace? Now you are to strengthen your own energy, your own boundaries, to find your ground, firmly place your feet there, and do not move. Hold your own. Feel your feet anchoring you like a beautiful tree. Let yourself experience the quiet certainty as you hold your center with commitment, courage, and consciousness. You are learning to trust your own instincts, to take your own journey without comparison to the life path of another. There is no need to become disheartened or distracted by comparison or judgments. The earth needs your light, which can only come from you. You will offer so much less if you try to make it match your beauty. If you try to make it match your beauty to what you perceive to be the beauty of another. Many souls who are different and unique were not understood, acknowledged, and valued for who they were as a child. Instead, they were encouraged to conform, to change, to be other than their true self in order to be loved. This can be a hard pattern to break, yet there is a time here for you to love and honor yourself as yourself. You are beautiful. You do not need to change for another. You certainly do not need to change for the divine. You are being encouraged instead to distill your essence, to become even more of you. Hold your center now and do not be rattled by any other through intimidation, confrontation, doubt, jealousy, or fear. To hold your center means you accept your innate value and worth, your right to exist and thrive, and accept the love that created you as you in order to fulfill your divine destiny. This oracle brings you confirmation that you are on the right path. You do not need to collapse into fear or doubt to ease old guilt or make others more comfortable. It is not selfish or hard of you to be strong. You can hold yourself in high esteem and be gentle and loving to others whilst absolutely refusing to accept any behavior, belief, or attitude of another that would tear you down, or cast you into doubt or self-hatred. You won't tolerate abuse from anybody. As part of your spiritual training, your soul learned to be open, to receive guidance and channel healing. This is what you needed to be able to do to function as a healer, channel, and light worker. You had to be sensitive, receptive, and open. Now is the time to balance that with resilience, strength, and even some divine stubbornness. Refusing to give up on who you are whilst remaining open to guidance is the balance of loving wisdom necessary to grow yourself as a divinely unique individual in a world that often fears true individuality, simply because it cannot be easily controlled. Holding your center doesn't mean that you no longer surrender. Instead, you consciously choose to surrender into divine love and grow more empowered. You are here to shine a light and to be the lighthouse for others. The lighthouse doesn't ask for permission to shine. It stands still, shines faithfully, and those who need it are guided by its light to safety. Do not lose faith in yourself, beloved soul. You know who you are. Be strong. Honor your inner beauty and your personal boundaries. You need to feel safe in your ability to say no as much as you need to know that you will say yes when your heart guides you to do so. Be true to you. I am empowered by divine love to hold my center, to be in my truth, to stay strong, and to be my integrity, and to act with courage. The only energy I invite and allow to remain in my field is that which supports me unconditionally and with genuine love. I love my boundaries. They are the way that I lovingly choose which energy to invite into my life and which energy I choose to pass right by me. I do not judge, but I do choose wisely. I love myself and my life path now. I hold myself with powerful and caring commitment. May all beings know their true inner strength through my own free will and unconditional love. So be it. So this is about setting some boundaries, some strong ones, and getting rid of some of the toxic energies that are hanging out in your life. And I mean, this is just saying, know who you are. Know who you are and know that it is completely okay to be different. And I mean, that is me saying that to you with the bright red hair that makes me stand out like a sore thumb. And what is, I guess, funny about me having this hair is that I actually do not like attention. I don't. And something else that I was kind of picking up when I was reading through this, um, when it was talking about how even like in childhood, those who were a little too far individual, their own selves, those people were encouraged to dial that back a bit from a very, very young age. And that's definitely been part of my experience. And it's just kind of getting into that place where you start really understanding who you were and then separating out the parts of you that were programmed into you. Your programs are not who you are. So some of our deepest fears were programmed to us. Like something that I've been talking about recently is grounding, and how it's actually very healing for us as humans to walk outside barefoot, to really put our hands and feet into the earth. That it is very, very healing for us. It has a lot of good properties. But we are encouraged in this day and age to never go outside without shoes on. That is a programming. Like that's one that like it gets put in us and then we pass it on. So I know, like I have even been guilty of this, even with my kids when they were little. You can't go outside without shoes on. That was the program that was put into me from when I was little. You can't go outside without shoes on. But yet now I'm learning that there's actually health benefits to being outside without shoes on. But yet we have been told from such a young age that that's not what we're supposed to do. So, I mean, there's a lot of that you kind of got to go through, figure out what is actually you. What is it that you really do, embodies you? What is your actual beliefs? Dial back. Let go of the things that were thrown onto you and dial it back to what is truly you. I mean, it's really calling you to take some time to really get to know yourself, and then make sure that you're valuing yourself enough to set the boundaries. And that's an area that I have a hard time with. But I needed that reminder just as much as you did. So know your worth, and once you really believe your worth, it becomes easier not to allow other people to take that from you. All right, we're going to move forward with the rest of the reading. We've got the wheel in the past. So that is changes, fate, destiny, a lucky break, cycling up through karmic lessons, the chaos of creation, a turning point, serendipity. I allow the transformative energies of fate to help me to expand my experience. Get ready, sweet soul, for the wheel is about to gift you divine blessings. Synchronicity is afoot, so look for wonderful new opportunities to propel your life ahead. Be prepared for fortuitous meetings or a fork in the path that will change everything for the better. If you're open to spotting opportunity, it's yours for the taking. Just follow the breadcrumbs of serendipity and fate towards your happy ending. Remember that the wheel is always spinning and that things things are never the same as they were before. Learn to enjoy the constant regeneration and know that with every spin, we have the chance to cycle upwards towards our own expansion and enlightenment. Trying to control the wheel of fortune would prove to be impossible, so don't. Grab your lucky dice and see this spinning of the wheel for what it really is. All the beauty of a lifetime of experience waiting to spring forth and be lived. So, fate stepped in and it started a new cycle for you. And so I do want to point out, it was saying this, that we got to understand that when one cycle closes, it's the opening of the next cycle. And this happens in every way that you can think of. So you can look at it as like when you're going to school. You finish 1 year, 1 grade year, that cycle is over. So you start kindergarten. You complete kindergarten, that cycle is over. But the next year, first grade. It's a new cycle. You you start your early life, you're living with your parents. Then you get married. One cycle of your life ends, your childhood. The next cycle of life begins, your marriage. So, I mean, I think that we need to understand that once we see one thing is closing, be prepared because something else is coming. You're never just going to be stagnant, because even you have your birth starts one big cycle, and your death ends a cycle, but it also begins the next cycle. So there's never an end to these cycles. Okay, the Knight of Pentacles in reverse is what is sitting in our present spot. So that is focusing solely on wealth, workaholic tendencies, being selfish or cold, laziness, taking harmful shortcuts, stagnation, feeling stuck, being overly conventional. Seed by seed, I plant my future with rock-steady foundations of faith. So when this card is upright, it's diligence and hard work, determination, steadfastness, building material security, safety, and being pragmatic. Expansion. You went too far. You pushed too hard. And now then it's becoming more of a workaholic and a drain on you than expanding you. Okay? And so if we keep on this path, we're headed towards the Nine of Wands in reverse. The Nine of Wands in reverse is the need to be open and trust people, holding on to old stories, the need to let go of old battles, the need to follow through and finish what you started, trapped by your own boundaries, giving up. I push beyond my own perceived limitations and I remain open and trusting as I do. All right, so, I'm already seeing this isn't where we want to end up. This is not where we want to be. But we have the opportunity right here. So, give me some more information on the Knight of Pentacles. More information on the Knight of Pentacles. Ooh, we got a Seven of Swords came out. So there's some sneakiness. Pull one more. Okay, so we've got the Seven of Swords, Two of Cups, and the Knight of Swords in reverse. So this is some reckless energy right here. So, and then this is some deceptive energy. Reckless and deceptive wrapping around the relationship. What is your significant relationship right now? Because this is where I'm seeing there's some deception and just, like I said, recklessness, just impulsivity happening in this relationship that is not healthy. What can we do about this situation? What do we need to do about the Knight of Pentacles? All right, so we've got the Four of Swords. This is a time to step back, heal, let's see, and recover. Four of Swords. Where are we? Yeah, the Four of Swords is a time of deep rest, transmutation of shadow, healing from burnout, taking a brief holiday from your reality, renewal, self-love. Okay, which I think is coming back to this one, knowing your worth. Knowing your worth. So if you are sitting in a relationship with this highly deceptive energy right here, this is the one that concerns me most, that is also very reckless and impulsive. That tells me that you do not know your worth. You do not know your worth if that's what you're accepting as this is my life, this is what is good for me. So it's a time to really reflect on what makes you choose to stay in a situation like that. Let's heal that part of ourselves and become more confident. And let's just get out of let's don't do that. Let's just don't do that. All right. What can we do with the Nine of Wands in reverse? What can we do, if anything, to prevent this? What can we do, if anything, to prevent that? Got the Ace of Cups in reverse. Ten of Cups in reverse. There's just so much resistance. Got the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so let's see. Ace of Cups in reverse is a time to nurture more self-love. Self-love. Self-love just keeps coming back. Making sure that you aren't repressing your emotions. Opening up to the possibility of love. You close yourself off. All right, and then we got the Ten of Cups in reverse, which is disharmony or disputes, miscommunication, struggling relationships, unrealistic expectations, not feeling worthy of love. And then the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. This is a confidence issue. Giving up too early, impatience, losing faith, not following through, frustration. All right, so I asked what, if anything, we could do to prevent that. And it just keeps coming back to self-love. It keeps coming back to just like I'm seeing that you've got to work on your confidence. You've got to work on being open, not just to be open to love you. I mean, that's the part that I don't even think you're open to. You're open to love, but not for yourself. That's the one that you're withholding it from. And so that's what you need to be working on. Don't pour so much of yourself into someone who is not worth it. You are worth it. Someone who is running around like this, they do not deserve. No. This is where those strong boundaries come in. And I'm thinking that now I'm understanding why this was coming out. is that you do have a very serious struggle happening. And I think it is time to. So, this tells me that it was fated, that this was a karma clearing situation. But I think that you're through it. Like, I think that you've learned the lessons, or at least that maybe the lesson is self-love. Maybe the lesson is learning who you are and what your actual value is. Once you learn that lesson, that's when all of this resistance starts going away. So that is my advice for you is, I mean, you've really got to get strong about who you are, knowing your worth, and building those boundaries, in which boundaries are not meant to keep people out, but there's a way. So boundaries aren't just a full wall with no way to get in. There is a way. There's going to be a gate, but you're the gatekeeper. You're the one who knows what that code is that's going to open it up. And just because you opened it to somebody once they get in here, if they're not showing up correctly, send them back out. That is easier said than done, I know. All right, so I'm going to end it here. Again, if you have not already, please like and subscribe and share this video with anybody that you think it might be helpful with. I do the zodiac readings monthly, so you can check back for that. And then I do other readings throughout the week, so you can check my page and just see what else I have going on. If you have any ideas or suggestions, I'd love to hear it. Any comments or concerns, drop them below. And I just hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day. Bye.